Hello, welcome to video 2, Step into your prospect shoes. Now, before I dive in and talk about the elements you need to create the Yes Advantage on your website, I want you to understand why these elements are so important. If you understand the why behind the recommendations I'll be making to you in this course, you'll be much more likely to want to apply them. It'll be less like, crap, I have more work to do, and more like, wow, when I make these changes, people are going to have a much easier time on my website. Yes. So to begin with, I want to take you to what I call the moment before the click. Think about your ideal customer, just one person. Imagine that she needs what you're offering, and she's just about to pull up your website. Maybe she saw your URL on a billboard, truck, or flyer, and she just typed it into her browser. Or maybe she just finished reading a guest post you wrote on a popular blog and is just about to click on a link to learn more about you. Or maybe she grabbed one of your lead magnets from Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, and she's in the process of clicking to bring up your website. Either way, she's about to click. Let's pause time for a moment. Imagine her finger hovering on the mouse or the trackpad or the enter button. You can learn a lot in this moment. Specifically, what people are feeling as they click into your site, what you should be feeling as people click into your site, and why people click into your site in the first place. First up, let's look at what your prospect is feeling. Now, we already know she's probably skeptical. I'm skeptical, and I'm sure you are too. We all have good reason to be skeptical because today, anyone, anywhere can put up a website and make claims they can't or won't deliver on. But I want to tell you something else I think your ideal client is feeling just before she engages with your brand. She's feeling hope. At that moment when she clicks into your website, she's full of hope. She hopes to get useful nuggets. She hopes to understand in a deeper way whatever topic your website covers. She hopes to be inspired, to be motivated, to see herself solving problems and reaching new heights. And she hopes to do so through the content, products, and services on your website. Think about it. When's the last time you clicked through to a website thinking, geez, I hope this site doesn't give me what I need. I hope it's a waste of my time. That doesn't happen, right? So there's your prospect, ready to click, filled with hope, but still holding on to a healthy dose of skepticism. Now, let's look at what you might be feeling, or what you should be feeling in this moment. It's a kind of nerve-wracking, nail-biting moment for you if you think about it. Here you are, about to reveal yourself to someone who potentially needs your products or services. Will you live up to their expectations? Will you fulfill their hopes? Or will you dash them? You're sitting there on edge, just waiting for the new visitor to arrive. And you have to be wondering, what will your prospect see when she lands on your site? Will she like what she sees? What will she hear as she reads your content? Will she like what she hears? What will she feel as she engages with your brand? Will she like the feelings you inspire? What will the overall experience be like for her? Will she like the experience? Will she like you enough to stay? Will she stick around because she senses that her hopes may be realized? Or will she pop in, have her hopes dashed, and then hit the back button, continuing her search for answers elsewhere, likely on your competitors' sites? Those are big questions. As a marketer or website owner, skepticism and hope are the forces you're up against. It's no small beans. It's literally a matter of leads, sales, and ultimately the success of your business. Because your prospects have so many choices and options, the stakes for you are high. And that's why when someone pops onto your website, you want to immediately let her know she's in the right place. You want her to get to know you. You want her to get to like you. And you want her to come to trust you. You want her to feel that her hopes will be realized. Put yourself in her shoes again. When you visit a website, you want that website to meet your expectations. You want it to fuel your hope. Chances are you're there because you want that website to sell you. You want to buy. In fact, most of us love to buy. especially if we're buying something that promises to make our lives easier or better. Here's a case in point. I was recently at a 3-day conference when on the last day, the presenter offered access to her expensive 5-figure, year-long program. The gal sitting next to me wanted to join, but she had a lot of reservations. So she shared her frustration with me. I really want to do this, she told me. I want to be sold, but I have some serious doubts it's going to work for me. It's really an expensive program. Now, I didn't try to talk her into it or out of it. I just offered a listening ear and helped her think through the decision. And she didn't buy right then, while we were talking. But she did buy an hour or so later, at the very last moment, after another person raised one of the major questions she had been grappling with. But here's the thing, she almost didn't buy. She almost walked away, simply because she had unanswered questions. If you do that with your content, if you fail to answer questions, then someone else will. I also want to point out that this happened on the last day of a 3-day event. The presenter had already had our full attention for hours at a time, over 3 days. But you, with your website, you actually have a much shorter window of opportunity to answer questions and win your prospects' trust. But not to worry, I'm going to teach you how to take advantage of that small window, starting with what people see when they land on your website. That's coming up in the next video. I'll see you there.